Hey, good morning, Dexter Lake. Song of Solomon 2:15 says, "Catch us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines have tender grapes." First of all, this devotion is not about marriage or intimacy or anything like that necessarily. It's just interesting, though, that in the middle of a kind of a romantic conversation in the Song of Solomon, a fox hunt comes up. And as with much of the imagery in Song of Solomon, foxes are symbolic. They are destructive animals that can destroy valuable vineyards. So in context, though, foxes probably represent potential problems that could damage the relationship. So the principle is applicable to every station of life, regardless of your situation or circumstances. So let's switch gears now to dogs. I titled this Foxes and Dogs. As a kid delivering newspapers, I could usually avoid the big dogs. And I didn't fear the little dogs until I realized they often ran in packs. A yard full of chihuahuas nipping at my heels was dreadful. A single chihuahua is like a foothold in your life that when it's not dealt with, it can become a stronghold. The Bible warns us against these little things that can become big things. A bad habit, a poor choice, an unhealthy practice, etc. So pay attention to that still small voice in your head that warns you of those things. They may seem inconsequential, they may seem like a nothing thing, but often a little compromise here, a little complacency there, a little apathy there leads us down a road that ultimately is destructive. And if we're not careful, next thing you know, it's a big thing, not a little thing any longer. Hebrews 12:1. Therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. And one translation says, let us lay aside those parasitic sins. Boy, that puts it in a different perspective, doesn't it? The idea that you got a parasite in your body would drive most of us crazy. And the idea that we have a parasitic sin residing within us, yet oftentimes we're blinded to it. So I hope this word encourages someone today. Be careful, be on guard. The little foxes spoil the vines, and we want to ensure that we guard our heart. Amen. God bless.